you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm get the right kind of content to you, and it helps us get the right kind of people viewing our content. My name is Nasser. I've been an online entrepreneur since 2008. I've been investing in property and real estate back since 1997. I want to help you earn online so that you can eventually invest in property, which is the best way to go. It doesn't matter whether you're male, female, professional, non-professional, you can do this. Hi, it's Nasser here. The difference between success and failure is execution. Today we're going to talk about the fact that we all have bad days and good days. I want to give you a silver bullet of how you can drive through your bad days and drive your execution home. I'm going to give you 4 things you can do to develop steely discipline that will help you through. So look at this guy. He can't get out of bed. Everything's getting too much for him. But you know, we all have these days. We'll be feeling lost, empty, we're in a low mood, hopeless. I absolutely guarantee that we all have days like this. But what do we do when this happens? I wanted to introduce you to a caveman, maybe one of my ancestors a few thousand years ago. I'm sure you can see the resemblance between me and the beard. He's got a nice spear there. This is family. And this is probably what my ancestors' home looked like. But there seems to be a small problem. You know, there's a bit of a hole in the front of the house. Now, you know, if it's a nice sunny day, probably not too much of a problem. But what happens if it starts to rain? Well, if it starts to rain, I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to start to have domestic situation where the wife's going to be saying, look, the babies are getting cold, wind's coming in, rain's coming in. So I now have something that's hit number 1 on my because list. I need to fix that hole in the side of the house because I'm going to get endless domestic. I'm probably going to get ill from the cold coming in, the rain coming in. But my focus now, I don't care what problems are going to come in front of me. You know, if I can't find the piece of wood for the door, I can't do this kind of, I must fix that hole in the side of the house. And this is the power of the because list. We all have bad days. Absolutely everyone does. But when you have your why, your because list, it gives you direction. This alone is the biggest weapon to brandish when you're feeling down or uncertain. Why are you doing it? So, you know, with that house, I don't care what happens. I need to fix the side of the house. The because list will absolutely squash your procrastination. Like I said, I mean, would I be lazy in fixing the side of the house? Well, I could do, but we're all going to get wet. You know, ultimately, it's your motivation, your because list, that will really help you to get things done. So let's go through these 4 tips on how to develop steely discipline. First of all, regularly remind yourself of your because. More important than your goal is your because. Why do you want to be more productive? I want to earn more money for financial freedom. Why do you want to stop wasting time? I want to spend more time with my kids. Why do you want to lose weight? I want to have a better quality of life and maybe not have a heart attack. The solution is, well, when you've identified your because, it's a very good reason to do things. And your mind will be focused due to the emotions of your because. Super, super powerful. So the second thing you can think about is a mix between pain and pleasure. For each task that you have planned, think about the pain of not doing this task. Use this as a motivator to ensure you do get it done. And the pleasure, or for each task that you've got planned, think about the pleasure you will get when you complete it. Use this as a motivator to ensure that you do get it done. So here's an example. If you don't get this work done that needs to be done for tomorrow, you won't be able to have the success in your new business. If the work is not completed, the family won't be able to have the life that you want to give them. Pleasure. When you get this presentation done, when you get this work done, you'll be ready for that next sales presentation. Once this business kicks off, you'll have so much more freedom, time and money. This is an example of why you'll be working late. Pain and pleasure. Allocate a fixed block of time for your task. If you want to get something done, set a time in your diary to do it. Block out that section of your diary, turn everything else off. Just do it and do nothing else. And reward yourself when you finish the task. It is extremely important to reward yourself when you finish the task. It can be like a small treat, like maybe a small dessert after a period of intense exercise, or maybe a celebration meal with family when you've achieved something big like winning a big order, or one of the kids got to university they wanted to get into. Really important to reward yourself after the discipline. And one of the really big things that you don't want to do is get into the shiny object syndrome. What you really want to do is get one thing, finish the task before going on to other things. And the best way of doing this is to remove all distractions. Get your teeth into one task. Simply ignore any new ideas until this task is completed. I have a timer. It's a really basic one, costs £2 or £3 or dollars. And you just turn on for 5 minutes, 30 minutes, click on the timer, and you can probably hear on the microphone here, look, that's my timer in the background. You just use that and follow it until you finish. Focus stands for follow one course until successful. So in summary, how to develop your steely discipline. Remind yourself why. What is your because? Think about pain and pleasure. Fix a time in the diary to do something. Give yourself a reward. Some examples of why. I want to leave my job. I just hate it. I want to move to a nicer house. I want to help poor people in Africa who can't eat or drink water. These are very strong whys, your because. So, as always, I urge you to take action. Knowledge without action stays as knowledge. Knowledge with action leads to massive results. I hope you benefit from this video. If you want to get more information about starting your journey online, click the link below, and I'll speak to you again soon.